I promise you, Nez Nation, we're going to get through this together. I promise you, this is going to be all right. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my bones. There's going to be a beautiful transformation, a beautiful evolution of the human spirit and of the human being out of this. And I'm with you on this one. Welcome to this video, Nez Nation. I'm really excited to kind of share with you everything that I've been talking about in my channel for a very long time. Most of you guys know, but if you're new to this channel, I talk a lot about this dude right here, the dude inside your head whose favorite word is you suck, you can't do this, you're not that, you're not old enough, young enough, whatever. I have an entire playlist called Mindset Mastery, which I want you to go check out after you check out this video. The first thing I just want to say is all of this social distancing, all of this isolation, everything that we're experiencing right now is unprecedented. We've never in the history of mankind experienced anything like this, and it's absolutely okay to feel lost, displaced, disoriented, fearsome, and very anxietal. You are not alone. I want to repeat that. You are not alone. It feels very isolating and alienating what we're doing right now, even though it's super important. But it's important to understand that any kind of feelings and thoughts that are coming right now, which will eventually go, which I talk about in other videos and I'll talk about today too, is temporary. And it doesn't define you. And also on top of that, I want you to know that you're not the only one that's experiencing this. Everybody is. So it's extremely important. And I want to share some tips on how to really cope with these strong, especially if you've had anxiety before this crisis, these strong feelings of fear and anxiety and even depression that come with this pandemic, this COVID-19, which we've never, it's just unprecedented. It just is. I know I've said that a bunch of times, but it's just unbelievable what we're experiencing right now. And so that's number one. I want you to know that you're not alone. The second thing that I want you to really understand is give yourself a break. Like really be kind of easy on yourself. We have a tendency to be our very worst critic. Our family, our mom, our dad, our kids, our spouses, they can give us the truth, which is needed, and it can seem very harsh, but I want to be very clear. The number one critic is this dude right here. So go easy on yourself. This is not something that we've ever experienced before, and you got to really challenge your thoughts. Don't forget, guys, you are not your thoughts. These feelings of anxiety, of lostness, of disorientation, of fear, of anxiety, those are coming and going. You are not those thoughts. You're bigger than that. You are the one who is experiencing those thoughts. You are the calm awareness presence that is experiencing those thoughts. The real true you is not those thoughts. That's not who you truly are. Otherwise, you would come and go just like those thoughts come and go. So give yourself a break. Challenge those thoughts. Really be scientific with how you're kind of constructing yourself right now in this really unfamiliar, unknown, and extremely uncertain time. Really be conscious and aware of, is this thought going to help me or is this thought going to hurt me? And when I say help me or hurt me, I don't mean help you be more productive. I don't mean help you be more of a go-getter. You see all these things on social media and even in the media itself. All these people are like, let's save the world. Let's all get together. I'm going to start a project. I'm going to start a nonprofit. Look, that's beautiful. That's fantastic. But if you really want to help the world right now, just help yourself first. Help yourself first. Because as I said on this channel before, if your mindset ain't right, nothing else matters. And so that's why I've got an entire playlist called Mindset Mastery, and I've been talking about this topic forever, even though I talk a lot about personal branding, online presence, business, and those kinds of things, mostly communication and messaging. It starts here. It starts with your mindset. So that's extremely important. Give yourself a break. Don't feel the urge or the need that if you're not doing something, or if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling fear, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Give yourself a break. The next thing I want to talk to you about is focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't control. Your inner world, that's something that you have control over. The external world, you don't have any control over it. So by really focusing on who you are, on focusing on what you can control, is how you treat your family, how you treat your loved ones, how you really take this moment. This is literally the universe hitting the giant pause button. And I think this is going to create a lot of beauty, maybe even, dare I say, an entirely different type of human being. One where we're not always fast and speeding through life. In 2000, I mean, it's 2000, practically 2020 is halfway done. Can you believe that? I don't even know what happened to 2018, let alone now we're in the middle of 2020. The universe has hit the giant pause button, which I think is a very, very good thing. It's going to benefit all of us. I'm not saying that this tragedy or crisis is a good thing, but I'm trying to control what I can control, which is your perspective, how you interpret it. So focus on that. Focus on, instead of saying, why is this happening? Instead of saying, why me? Instead of saying, why am I feeling anxiety? Why am I feeling fear? Why am I feeling depression? Which again is natural, and you're right. Shift that a little bit. What can I learn from this? Maybe this is something I need to go through. Maybe this is a part of the evolution of who I am. Maybe this is going to help me be a better father, a better worker, a better boss, a better leader, a better mother, a better sister, parent, kid, whatever. Shift your mindset. You have control over that. You don't have control of external things. Shift your mindset. That is going to help you so much. I actually think this is the best thing that ever happened to you. That sounds crazy, right? Unpopular opinion. I think this is the best thing that happened to everybody. I'm not saying death is good. I'm not saying that this crisis, I would never wish this on my worst enemy. But it's important to understand that when you, this has helped me my entire life, especially somebody who's had debilitating anxiety as a young man from 18 to 29. When you shift your perspective and literally just make the decision, I'm going to look at this in a completely different way, in a new way, it changes everything. And it really diminishes unproductive thoughts, what I call unproductive thoughts, which are thoughts of it's the end of the world. I'm terrible. I'm feeling fear and anxiety. I'm useless. I'm isolated. I'm alone. Nobody's feeling this. I'm the only one feeling this. I must be weak. Those are all unproductive thoughts right now. Think about, and don't even try to think about, but allow yourself, because I'm not a big believer of trying to think positive. You can't manufacture optimism and positivity, but you can take steps and lean in that direction. You can take steps and just kind of really take a step back and take a deep breath and look at what's happening and say, you have a choice. Maybe I can look at this and interpret this in a completely different way. Try this out. Let me know in the comments down below, because I respond to all the comments. Let me know down below in the comments if this is helpful and if you've actually give me a fair shot, and I promise you this will change everything. Give me a fair shot. I can't wait to hear what if this practice has really helped you or not. I think it's going to help you immensely. It's going to change everything. This might just be the most valuable video I've ever created. I truly feel that. It just might be the most valuable video. So let me know in the comments down below. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is to really kind of have a balanced perspective on all the stuff that you're downloading right now. When I say all the stuff that you're downloading right now, the news media, social media, online, all the outlets, all the negativity, all the deaths, the numbers, the statistics, how do you say that word? All the statistics. That can just be like heavy boulders on your consciousness, almost like somebody's putting a dump truck on your chest and things get tighter. Have a balanced approach to what you're downloading. Maybe, just maybe, having all that information is not the best thing for you right now. Maybe you need to turn off the TV. Maybe you need to turn off your social media. Take steps, discipline yourself. Look, we all have to be safe. We all have to practice social distancing. That's the only way that we're going to beat this. And we are going to beat this. I promise you we're going to beat this. But, that doesn't mean that I have to constantly absorb all of that negativity, all of that calamity that is constantly being conveyed and communicated through the airways and byways. You don't have to. Really, all you need to know is this. This thing is real. It's very dangerous. It's very serious. Practice social distancing, and that's about it. The rest is, really we're just kind of waiting this out. That's all there is to know. You don't have to constantly keep getting alerts on your phone. Oh my God, the news has just said this. Governor just said this. Trump just said this. Fauci just said this. You don't have to constantly get all that. I'm not saying don't, pay attention and be aware of what's going on and what the latest updates are, but it can be this endless, infinite stream, if we let it, keyword, that can really weigh us down. This is going to really help you. The next thing that I want to talk about is how you choose this time that you have. I personally have been trying to, and I'm not always successful. I'm a human being too. Remember, all these things that I'm saying, these are ways in which I want to do this and incorporate this for myself, but also hopefully it's inspiring and helping you. But I've been trying to read a lot more. There's a lot of projects I had around the house that I never got to, that I was able to kind of, actually even start and initiate. And I know most of you guys know what I'm talking about. We've got a ton of to-do list items that have just been in the back burner, and we always keep saying, I'll get it next time, I'll get it next time. I've been, hanging out with my family a lot more, playing board games, going for walks, actually breathing, spending time, just paying attention and just being. This is a novel concept. Just be. You don't have to become all the time. How about just being? Just be. That's it. That's your only purpose in life. Just be. The rest will take care of itself. You don't have to always be productive. You don't have to always be, aware of what's going on. You don't have to always help the world. Beautiful. You want to help the world? Fantastic. Start by helping yourself. This is self-care. There's a reason why, if you always paid attention, there's a reason why when you get on a plane and they do their little safety presentation, they always say put the mask on yourself first before you put the mask on your loved ones. Why? Because you can't help somebody else if you are not yourself being helped first. You can't help your child. You can't help your loved one or your spouse if you're choking. So start with you, and the rest will take care of itself. Is there anything that you've always wanted to do? You have this beautiful refund on your time, is the way that I'm looking at it. Again, perspective shift. You have this beautiful refund on your time. Think about some things that you can do that are more aligned with you taking care of yourself, your family, your loved ones while you're staying at home. There's a million things you could do, okay? Start writing, keep a journal, be creative, start, a project, any kind of family, heirloom project or video journal, whatever. You can do so many things. Focus on that rather than focusing on your anxiety and your alienation, and watch what happens. As the great Theodore Roosevelt, one of my favorite presidents, once said, get action, get sane. It's a beautiful quote. Get action, get sane. Sitting there and always absorbing the negativity and always thinking, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling like this? And that stuff can just lead you down a black hole, a bottomless pit. Don't do it. Get action. Get sane. Do something. Do something at home. Do something that's safe. Do something that aligns with who you are. But any kind of creative project is a beautiful thing to focus on right now, and it's a great way to alleviate stress, anxiety, and fear during this COVID-19 pandemic. And then the last thing I just want to say is just be in the moment. We can't change the past. We have no idea what the future brings, and that uncertainty, that unknownness, that's a word I just invented. I kind of like it, unknownness. Maybe it's not such a cool word. That uncertainty, let's just stick with that, does not necessarily mean something bad. It doesn't necessarily mean danger. It doesn't necessarily translate into, just because I don't know when this is going to end or what's going to happen or how life is going to change, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It could actually be the best thing. Change your perspective, okay? We can't control the past. We can't change the past. All we have is right now. So focus on the present moment. Focus on what you can control. That's going to help you with your mindset. That's going to eliminate the eternal doubter. That's going to help you with alleviate a little bit of anxiety, stress, and fear during this pandemic. I promise you, Nez Nation, we're going to get through this together. I promise you, this is going to be all right. Maybe even by the time that you're watching this, this is already done and gone. But I promise you, I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my bones. There's going to be a beautiful transformation, a beautiful evolution of the human spirit and of the human being out of this. And I'm with you on this one. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know, what are your best tips? What are your best strategies for coping with anxiety and fear during this COVID-19 pandemic? I'd love to hear from you. I respond to all the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out my other videos. I got an amazing playlist called Mindset Mastery on my channel. Tons of videos that are getting amazing comments, amazing feedback. I really appreciate all your feedback. I'm here to help you. Thank you so much. Be safe. We're going to get through this, and I'll see you in the next video.